The Baader-Meinhof Phenomenon. Have you ever discovered an obscure piece of trivia, perhaps a quirky fact, only to encounter it repeatedly in different contexts soon after? This ubiquitous experience, known as the Baader-Meinhof Phenomenon or frequency illusion, refers to the sudden appearance of an obscure concept or object shortly after it has come to your attention. But why does this occur? It's not due to an increase in its prevalence. Rather, it's a shift in your perceptual awareness. What was once just part of your environment's background noise suddenly emerges into the spotlight of your attention. This phenomenon derives its name from an urban guerrilla group active in West Germany, known as the Baader-Meinhof group. The term caught on when people reported frequently encountering their name after just learning about them. This psychological effect underscores how our attention filters are selective. Once something has been flagged as important, our brain subconsciously seeks it out, reinforcing our belief that it has an increased frequency. Consider its implications. Every time you learn a new word, name, or concept, and then start seeing it everywhere, you're experiencing a natural, yet remarkable, cognitive phenomenon. It's fascinating how our brain prioritizes and manages information, letting us notice things we would otherwise overlook. Imagine the countless things you're still missing simply because they haven't been flagged by your brain yet. Reflect on this the next time a newly discovered concept seems to follow you around. Your mind is not playing tricks on you. It's just the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon at work. How might recognizing this affect the way we perceive new information or decide on its importance? The Bystander Effect. Envision a bustling street where suddenly someone seems in distress, needing immediate help. You freeze, thinking, surely someone else will help. This psychological inertia is known as the Bystander Effect, a social psychological phenomenon indicating that individuals are less likely to help a person in need when other people are present. This daunting inertia grows stronger as the number of bystanders increases, often leading to no action being taken at all. The tragic case highlighting this phenomenon involved Kitty Genovese in 1964 in New York City, where multiple witnesses did not intervene during her murder. This event sparked widespread public and academic interest and was pivotal in social psychology research. It seems paradoxical, but in a group, personal responsibility feels diluted. Each bystander thinks someone else will take action. This awareness has led to important changes in how we approach emergencies in public spaces. Training programs now emphasize the importance of being decisive, of designating specific individuals to call for help, thus counteracting the diffusion of responsibility typically observed. The aim is to make each individual feel personally accountable, rather than part of a passive crowd. Understanding and acknowledging the bystander effect could empower you to become an active participant rather than a passive onlooker. It's a call to action to shift from inaction to engagement, to ensure safety and support in communal environments. Next time an emergency unfolds before you, remember that awareness can transform you from a bystander to a crucial helper. What decision will you make when faced with such a moment? Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Imagine a pyramid representing our psychological and physical requirements. At the base lie our most fundamental needs, those for water, food, warmth, and rest. These are followed by safety needs, like security and stability. Only upon these foundations can we seek relationships and love. High up on the pyramid under esteem needs, and topped off with the peak, self-actualization, or achieving one's full potential through growth, satisfaction, and accomplishment. Introduced by psychologist Abraham Maslow in 1943, this hierarchy explains how our most basic needs must be met before higher-level needs can influence our behavior. It offers a framework for both self-reflection and healthcare, providing a lens through which to view welfare, motivation, and personal development. This model remains widely influential and has shifted how organizations understand motivation, driving policies that address various levels of human needs in the workplace. Reflecting on our personal journey through Maslow's pyramid can be illuminating. It helps us understand why we might struggle to concentrate on professional ambitions or creative projects when feeling unwell or unsafe. This framework teaches us that satisfying each level of need is crucial before advancing to the next, which can bring a sense of completeness and readiness to tackle more abstract goals such as acceptance, love, and ultimately self-realization. As we analyze our own lives, consider how prioritizing foundational needs can free us to pursue deeper, more fulfilling objectives. Are you nurturing yourself at every level of Maslow's pyramid? Or might there be a need that is being overlooked, holding you back from achieving your true potential? The Dunning-Kruger Effect. Imagine confidently entering a trivia night, only to leave realizing your knowledge wasn't as comprehensive as you thought. This illustrates the Dunning-Kruger Effect, a cognitive bias where individuals with low ability at a task overestimate their own capability. Researchers David Dunning and Justin Kruger first identified this phenomenon in 1999, suggesting that a lack of knowledge creates a double burden. Not only do individuals fail at tasks, but their very incompetence robs them of the ability to realize it. This effect is often seen in a variety of settings, from workplace environments to social media debates, where individuals may assert strong opinions or skills they possess little to no expertise in. The irony of the Dunning-Kruger effect is that, while those with genuine expertise tend to underestimate their abilities, less competent individuals are likely to inflate their abilities. Understanding this psychological principle is crucial for self-awareness and growth. It encourages humility and continuous learning, pushing us to question our knowledge and seek feedback. This mindset can prevent the stagnation of personal and professional development and promote a more realistic appraisal of ourselves relative to others. Reflecting on our own experiences, how often have we assumed competence without question? Are we perhaps overlooking our own areas of improvement because it's easier to feel confident than confront our inadequacies? Recognizing the Dunning-Kruger effect in ourselves is the first step towards genuine expertise and is essential in navigating a world rich with complex, multifaceted problems. Next time you feel certain about your proficiency, consider seeking advice or conducting further research. It might reveal more than expected. Synesthesia. What if you could hear colors or taste sounds? This remarkable condition, known as synesthesia, is an extraordinary neurological event where one sensory or cognitive stimulus triggers additional involuntary experiences in another sense. People with synesthesia, known as synesthetes, may perceive the letter A as red or associate the number 5 with a specific taste. This fascinating intertwining of senses can lead to unique perceptions of the world, enhancing creativity and the arts. Synesthesia has been a subject of curiosity and skepticism, but is now recognized as a legitimate sensory and cognitive phenomenon with roots in brain structure and genetics. Studies suggest that in synesthetes, neural pathways may be unusually interconnected, or there may be fewer inhibitors in the brain that normally prevent cross-sensory experiences. This sensory amalgamation is not just a quirky trait. It reflects the incredible diversity of human perception and challenges our understanding of reality. Artists, musicians, and writers with synesthesia often weave their experiences into their work, offering others a glimpse of a richer sensory universe. Consider how much our senses shape our experiences and interactions. Synesthesia accentuates the marvel of human perception. How deeply personal and subjective our perceptions of reality are. For synesthetes, the world is a symphony of intertwined senses, each blending into the other to paint a vibrant, multi-dimensional universe. How might our understanding of the world change if we all perceived such blended senses? The placebo effect. Imagine being part of a drug trial. You're given a pill and told it could significantly improve your condition. Weeks later, your symptoms improve, but you then discover the pill was a placebo, a substance with no therapeutic effect. This scenario illustrates the placebo effect, an intriguing psychological phenomenon where patients' symptoms can improve merely because they believe they are receiving a treatment. The power of the placebo effect lies in its demonstration of the mind's influence over the body. It underscores the significant role that expectations and beliefs play in physical health. Clinicians have observed this effect across various conditions, from pain management to the alleviation of depression, highlighting how our perceptions can alter our physiological state. Historically, placebos were used inadvertently, but modern clinical trials use them deliberately to measure the true efficacy of treatments. This has not only proven vital for pharmaceutical development, but also has encouraged a deeper understanding of human psychology and physiological responses. Delving into the placebo effect encourages us to consider the broader implications of our beliefs on our health. It raises questions about the limits of the mind's ability to heal and the ethical considerations in medical treatments. As science continues to explore this boundary, the blend of belief and biology remains a compelling area of research. How might a stronger understanding of this effect alter future treatments in healthcare? Cognitive dissonance is a mental conflict that occurs when your beliefs do not line up with your actions, creating a state of mental discomfort. For instance, if you consider yourself an environmental advocate but frequently fly on airplanes, the clash between your values and actions can lead to internal conflict. This psychological tension compels individuals to align their beliefs with their actions to reduce discomfort, often by changing behaviors or justifying actions differently. Introduced by psychologist Leon Festinger in the 1950s, cognitive dissonance theory has become a cornerstone in understanding human behavior, especially how people deal with contradictions in their lives. It reveals why changing harmful habits or confronting prejudice can be challenging, as individuals inherently strive for internal consistency. Awareness of cognitive dissonance can lead to more mindful decision-making, encouraging consistency between our values and actions. It encourages introspection, prompting us to modify our behaviors to better reflect our beliefs, or alternatively, to adapt our beliefs to better accommodate our actions. This adjustment is vital for personal growth and maintaining integrity. Reflect on moments when you've experienced cognitive dissonance. How did you resolve the discomfort? Was it by adjusting your actions or rationalizing your beliefs? Understanding this psychological process can enhance our capability to make decisions that are more aligned with our true selves, potentially leading us to healthier and more ethical lifestyles. The Tetris Effect. Have you ever spent hours playing a video game like Tetris, only to close your eyes and still see the shapes falling and fitting together? This phenomenon, aptly named the Tetris Effect, occurs when people devote so much time and attention to an activity that it begins to pattern their thoughts, mental images, and dreams. It happens not only with video games, but with any repetitive activity, such as checking emails, packing boxes, or even knitting. After engaging intensely in a task, elements of it can linger in your consciousness, influencing perceptions and experiences, even in unrelated situations. This experience speaks to the plasticity of our brains, revealing how adaptive and changeable the human mind is in response to its environment. Regularly repeated activities can carve pathways in our brains, making these actions almost second nature. Such phenomena underscore the cognitive process called chunking, where individual pieces of information are grouped together as a way to store them in memory more efficiently. Researchers suggest that this effect could be harnessed for positive outcomes, such as learning new languages or musical instruments by intensively repeating phrases or scales, respectively. Similarly, it highlights the need for moderation in activities that could inspire less beneficial repetitive thought patterns. Imagine now the activities that fill your day. What patterns might be forming without your conscious intention? How might your mind's engagement with daily tasks influence your thought patterns even during downtime? The Tetris Effect is a reminder of the potent influence of our activities on our mental state, suggesting we might tune these activities to shape the neural patterns we desire. Theory of multiple intelligences. What if intelligence was not a single entity measured by a straightforward IQ test, but a series of different and distinct types of intelligences? Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences proposes exactly this, suggesting that there are various kinds of intelligence, each representing a different way of processing information. According to Gardner, these types include linguistic, logical mathematical, spatial, bodily kinesthetic, musical, interpersonal, intrapersonal, and naturalistic intelligences. This theory revolutionizes how we understand skills and learning capacities, advocating for a more personalized approach to education and career planning. For instance, someone with high musical intelligence might struggle with logical mathematical tasks, but excel in a field involving rhythm and sound. Recognizing this, educators and policymakers are encouraged to adapt learning environments to cater to a broader range of intelligences, moving beyond traditional focus areas that prioritize verbal and mathematical skills. This idea has implications beyond education, influencing career guidance and even personal relationships, as understanding the diverse strengths and weaknesses of individuals can lead to more effective teamwork and better interpersonal dynamics. It challenges us to reconsider what it means to be smart in various contexts, advocating for a more inclusive understanding of human capability. Reflect on your own experiences. Which types of intelligence do you recognize in yourself or others? How might acknowledging these varied forms of intelligence change the way we teach, learn, and interact with one another? Gardner's theory encourages ongoing consideration of how diverse cognitive talents can be nurtured and appreciated in every aspect of life. The mirror neuron system. Have you ever watched someone take a bite of a lemon and found yourself wincing in sympathy? Or noticed that you mimic the emotions of a movie character? These automatic responses are due to what researchers call the mirror neuron system. Discovered in the 1990s by neuroscientists in Italy, Mirror neurons are a type of brain cell that respond equally, whether we perform an action ourselves or witness someone else doing it. This fascinating system is thought to be the neural mechanism behind empathy, understanding others' intentions, and learning through imitation. These neurons are activated when we see someone else laughing, dancing, or even when they experience pain, which may explain why we sometimes feel a pang of discomfort when we see someone else get hurt. This connection goes beyond mere observation. It's as though we're experiencing the action ourselves. The mirror neuron system is foundational to social behaviors, playing a crucial role in our ability to empathize, communicate, and connect with others. Moreover, the implications of mirror neurons extend to various fields, including psychology, education, and even robotics. In education, understanding how students learn through imitation can lead to more effective teaching strategies that engage action observation and participation. In robotics, this knowledge is used to develop more intuitive human-robot interactions, enabling robots to better understand human actions and respond in a more human-like manner. This understanding challenges us to think about how interconnected humans are. In a way, these neurons blur the line between personal and shared experience, suggesting that we are hardwired to connect with each other on a deep neurological level. How might this knowledge impact your perception of everyday interactions? Consider the profound influence of merely observing others. It's not just seeing, it's an almost participatory experience.